Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Stellaris as the Imperium of Man. The Emperor protects, but today, the modders protect. A bit more than the Emperor. Just today. Heresy, burn him. I know. I have expanded our Great Imperium, and the reason I haven't recorded the last however many years of in-game time is because, well, to put it as simply and as bluntly as I can, it was boring. There was nothing for you to see. Literally, the only thing I did was I kept building these colony ships and sent them out all over the place. So much so to the point that there is nothing left to colonize, but I've also upgraded most of our buildings everywhere and assigned them to sectors. Speaking of which, we now have the Reductus sector down here, with all its planets. The Delphi sector, which was a temporary thing, is now renamed to the Vidar sector, or the Vidar sector, and is pretty damn big, so as you can see, this and this is all part of one sector. Next, Conmar was expanded down there, a minor, almost insignificant, expansions for Talismanus and Armageddon. Most importantly, out of all of that, is we're now building our psionic armies, which I'm desperately attempting to somehow somehow rationalize as they don't have actual magical abilities, they're just really scary troops, which does work to an extent. Research-wise, we finished one or two technologies, like literally nothing. The things that were queued up were researched. Now I'm researching this thing, which I think it boosts something. Yeah, explosive weapon damage. Just, yeah, pretty damn nice. We're going to redesign some of our ships this episode, and that's all going to go fine. I'm not going to show you any of that. Sorry, I'm not going to not show you any of that, because that's all interesting. What I did do, though, and what is the most important part of this video, and why I said modders protect more than the Emperor, is I now have even more demanding wars. Now, I was told not to abuse this, and you're absolutely right. Even though, like I said, it works both ways. It works for the AI, too. It lets the AI expand a lot quicker, which I kind of want, to be honest. I want them to be a bit more aggressive. But this will enable it, but I will definitely not abuse this, because I could just drag a few planets in here. These now cost practically nothing, and I could be, persuaded to take what is almost 75% of the galactic Myth-Fel Union in one single war. I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. That's silly. Let's not do that. However, what I will do is, for example, if there are 3 planets in this one system, which there are, but this one isn't colonized by them, which is fine, I suppose. There is no reason why I should be only able to take 1, because, the other 2 are too expensive. No, that's utter bullshit, okay? That is utter bullshit. We will take land, somewhat correct. We will take space and planets slowly, but to a reasonable extent as well. I mean, we're not going to take 1 planet in every war, which is basically what the game is forcing me to do. But take 1 or 2 planets in each war, which is good from if you're playing a certain style of gameplay, and you're going into a certain mindset. But for me personally, not my thing. I prefer bigger wars, especially as the Imperium of Man. I mean, who's to stop me from taking 3 or 4 planets rather than just 1? What, the Alien Rights Committee? Oh, come on, we're the Imperium of Man. Though, bear in mind, this is also a penalty for me in another way. You might not think it's true, but this war actually adds a challenge, another layer of challenge, is that now that I take more territory, everyone's going to hate me. Which, I mean, if you take a look at the map, they already do. Literally everyone despises me. Now they're going to despise me even more, but hey. With the amount of planets I've colonized, I don't think that's going to be a particularly large issue. So, let us move on. I was also looking into a few graphical mods, and I might install them for the next episode. One of which is... Okay, so this planet is a bad example. Let's go to Holy Terror. This is not the greatest example either, but generally, in Warhammer 40k, cities are huge. Cities are far bigger than what you see here. An entire planet can be converted into a city. Take a look at Cadia. I mean, the entire planet is a fortress. Literally, bunker next to a bunker next to a bunker next to a bunker. That's basically Cadia for you. Not entirely true, but there is some truth in that, right? So... it's not colonizable by humans. So... I was looking into a mod that does that, also some mods that edit space battles a little bit, but yeah, that all in its time. You know, we'll take a look at those later, and if it's just small, discrete changes that make the entire thing more visually appealing, then I might put it in. But as far as mod news go, that's it. Right. Well, that's about it as far as anything that I've done off camera goes. You will also... What is this? Okay. Interesting. As far as energy goes, I'm at 9,000 out of 9,500, so I've been stockpiling this up, though I have sent quite a few of it, well, yes, I've sent some of it, let's not overly complicate that sense. I've sent some of it to my sectors. Mostly, though, I've been stockpiling it for myself, and the reason being, we're going to go to war soon. Now, the income used to be around 100. Now it's dropped to 74. It's not ideal, but it's pretty damn good as well, because this basically means I can move Battlefleet Terror and still be, still make money. This is how I intend to support my battlefleets. This is how we're gonna do it. This is how we do it. No, sorry, seriously, snap out of it. That's how I intended to support my vessels, since someone asked fairly recently. Now, I've not upgraded any of my stuff yet. I intend to do that very soon. I don't have the resources to upgrade them either, so might as well wait around a little bit more for the various technologies here. Also, the sentient AI, I did explain it in the comments, but I'm gonna do it again. We're not actually using it. Plus, you could attribute that to some of the knowledge that the... Ooh, damn, this is good. This is so fitting, but useless, because we never really attacked. Well, at least very rarely attacked. Point defense 2 makes sense to me. Yeah, point defense 2. Where was I going with this? It's not actually what you think it is. I mean, we just got it, so it's a bit late now, eh? No, it's not what you think it is. Sentient AI is only applied to and works as a thing, right? If you have robots and androids, then they become sentient. We don't use any of those, so sentient AI is a thing that's banned by the Ordo Heretico, or the Inquisition, right? It is banned, but we know about it, and it's pretty much exactly the same as in the case of the Emperor. He knows what's been going on Earth since the time of ancient Egypt, basically, and perhaps even before that. He knows what happened, but he, chooses to take the Imperium of Man into a certain direction, right? Away from certain technologies and stuff that he considers wrong, basically. And if you take a look at humanity, objectively speaking, you kind of see his point, right? Anyways, that little rant aside, I was thinking about something a bit suicidal, perhaps. The enigmatic fortress. I was told I need a very powerful fleet to defeat it. How powerful are we talking, yeah? I know the number. I was told the number. I was told. Yes, I was. Which sort of spoils the enjoyment a little bit. But, enslaved savages will make them work for us. Yeah. But I'm thinking, what if I use all 3 of my fleets? Well, 2 actually, because the third one is in construction. Actually, let's call them PDF Force. There we go. So we take our 2 battle fleets and we send them there and see what happens. Not because I really want to get rid of that station, though I really do. Mainly because I want to see what happens. I have so many different ships. That's so much meat and power in there. I have battleships now. I feel mighty, yeah? Forgive my confidence, but I feel like I could be able to, at the very least, endanger that station, if not completely wipe it out. So, I've been thinking about it, but I've also been thinking about how expensive it would be to rebuild everything, and I've came to the conclusion, no, don't. Not yet, at least. Savannah World here, we can't colonize that, right? No, we cannot. Right, well then, also, in some very exciting news, the Kan Yukla Mik Concord, I know, just bear with me, I know, trust me, I know, have declared war on these guys, so they're actually at war with someone, which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to strike, but I will hold my horses, as they say, for a bit. Namely, I'm going to send a couple of hundred energy to my new sectors. Actually, see here. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. Tasmanus has lost a governor. We can recruit one. You, for example. There we go. And now, you also notice that I have I've lost all the planets that I had, not all of them, but quite a few of the planets that I had under my direct control. I've lost them, but I can't be bothered with the micro. Look at the amount of resources I have. It's just, it's not because I don't want to be bothered with, it just doesn't make sense, yeah? It's a bit of roleplay. I can't be everywhere at the same time, correct? Now, where was I going? Yeah, the ship design. Here we go. The Claymore-class corvettes. We shall strap on some quantum missiles. The railguns did receive an upgrade due to a resource we have, I believe. Maybe we haven't acquired that resource yet. Dunno. But they've been upgraded a little bit, but then we didn't get the level 4 ones. And then Duran Steel armor. Level 4 shields, and there we go. You're set, pretty much. Alright, design. Next, the Viper missile. Viper missile class destroyer, or is it a cruiser? No, it's a destroyer. I know my ships. Strap on some quantum missiles on it, and yes, I realise we have a power problem. We shall fix it like so. There we go. And save the design. Next, the Cobra. Just Duran Steel, no. No fancy things for you. Am I right? Yeah. Duran Steel and, ooh. Make sure we put some down there too. Can put regenerative hull tissue too, or shield capacitors. Yeah, I think so. We haven't done that on the Claymore, have we? No, we have not. Put this down. And there we go. And the Viper, and that one as well. Didn't save. I think it makes it so it takes more time to build, right? I think? No, it just makes it more expensive to maintain. Yeah, a little bit more expensive to maintain. Who cares? We have the money. No, we don't. We actually have a lack of money, which is going to be a problem moving forward, but it's not too big of an issue. Level 2 warp drive, for fuck's sake, yeah. And then Duran Steel, a bunch of it. Do we want to take out like one of those? And that's a bit too much. What about doing that and that? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Not a lot of shields on our ships, but one like that just fits into the lore even better, doesn't it? And we rely more on armor than anything else. Now, did I... Just double check, you know, it pays to double check, because I know how annoying it can be if you skip a ship and upgrade all the others. That can be quite... well, annoying. For example, this one. It's like I knew I skipped a ship. Bloody perfect, okay. We do that, and we do that. And then we do that. That's exactly 0 power. Yeah, it... oh, warp drive 2. Yeah, that... You're really gonna do that to me? FTL speed, jump cooldown, weapons range. Oh, sorry, warp range. Put down shields and stuff. Yeah. There we go. Did I put level 2? No, I did not. No, I did not. Okay, level 3. Oh, sorry, level 2 warp. Then level 3 shields on you. That's the trade-off that we're going to do. Level 2 warp. Everything else is fine. Then you also get level 2 warp. How long have we had level 2 warp engines? I should know this. Now these ships aren't that important, but I suppose we might as well. Prospero. There you go. You're all set up, I think. There you go. And the Guardian. Not the newspaper, the ship, but we all know how trustworthy that newspaper can be, eh? Yes, I'm going to take a jab at Guardian. To be honest, after the bullshit that they've been writing, they utterly deserve it, in my modest and not so significant opinion. Strap on some drone steel here too. So, and if I were to do that, would you be pissed off at me? You know what I mean? Not pissed off at me, but like, what would that do to the power consumption? We need to keep 1. And then we can do that. But that puts me at like... See, that gives me plus 72 power. That's way too much. We don't need that much. Let's, you know, put that there and... Sure, that's all fine, but... What if I do this? And I do this. And then I do this. Yeah, there we go. Now you got it. And then I do that. There we go. So, 5 armor, 2 shields with a shield capacitor, and we're going with hull tissue. And this adds shield regeneration. Good, honestly, I'm happy with that. There you go. So, Apocalypse class. This is the one we did not upgrade yet. Hurry up, Juggernaut. You're taking pretty much all video to redesign your ships. I know. I know. Then quantum missiles. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty happy with it. But I don't think it would be a bad idea to, if we can, put down shields. Like another. Huh? Yeah? What do you think? I think so. Like 4 shields and 2 armor. It's a very different type of ship. But I think it works. There we go. Okay. We're now ready to upgrade all of our vessels. 2,312 minerals. Yeah, makes sense, doesn't it? Makes sense. There we go. And these ones as well as soon as you can. And might as well upgrade these too. So when the upgrading is done, and what I usually do, by the way, is I split them into two and then send one over there, and have them upgraded like that. Because it gets the job done faster, but I'm not exactly swimming in minerals, so I guess we can afford to wait around. Plus, this war started very recently. If it didn't, if there were some developments in the war, I would have started recording, but this war started off fairly recently, so I want them to, to exhaust themselves a bit more. There's no need to rush anywhere. Besides, there is no ledger for this, at least not that I'm aware of, but I guarantee to you I'm one of the wealthiest nations and most powerful empires in this galaxy, so time is working in my favor, at least for now, until a certain chaos invasion begins. Oh, before I forget. Yeah, I also built another constructor ship for what I assume are fairly obvious reasons. There is a bunch of stuff to be built. And someone is going to need to build it. Sure, there you go.
Construction complete.
Oh, the PDF has been upgraded. Nice. Already. Let's see. You look pretty much exactly the same, right? It's not that impressive. I'll be the first to admit it's not that impressive. We could use more ship modules and stuff like that. We are going to get a frontier hospital and some more. Well, a new resource. It depends on whether we have it or not, but a new resource fairly soon.
Research complete.
Let's see. Research complete. Frontier hospital. Terraforming, clone army, or massive... Yep, massive glaciers, definitively, because... I'll let you in on a little secret. There are quite a few of those worlds that we colonized that were Arctic worlds. I think. They might not be Arctic. They were very cold, at the very least. Let me check exactly what type of worlds they were. I think this one is one that I colonized recently. Maybe not. Impulse thruster. This gives a good chance to evade too. We'll see, we'll see. Afterburners as well. It's a component, right? So this is a component. As in, a thing that you put in the weapon slot. Doesn't seem that useful. I think I'd rather have big, huge guns. What does this resource do? Ship hull points plus 10. Sure. But I think I'd rather have impulse thrusters, as those seem particularly useful. And a chance to evade and all that. Especially for the corvettes and the lighter ships. I mean, you can imagine that a battleship is not the most maneuverable thing in the world. Though lighter ships would certainly benefit from that, I think. Tell you what I would really like. I would really like, are they called 0-point reactors? Is that still the official name? Yes, this is antimatter. I think there's zero matter or 0-point. Zero matter, I think. Okay, let me check. If cold fusion, fusion, fission, and then zero matter. I'm pretty sure it's zero matter. Reactors. They're the next level of reactors. That would be nice. The drones remove a random blocker from the surface, leaving the planet otherwise untouched. Ancient drones awakening. Okay, yeah. It's not like we can shoot them down, so... I don't know, man. Huh? So... Oh, a new contact. Oh, it's been ages since I had a new contact. What are you? Okay. I don't mean to jinx it, but I've yet to encounter an awoken, what's its face? Awoken, My brain is dead. My brain is dead. What are they called? The technologically super advanced Imperiums. It's not the Fallen Empire. I was going to say the Forsaken Empire. It doesn't sound right. The Fallen Empire. Yes, I've yet to find one. Now, bear in mind that this is not a complaint. I'm just noticing. And if you never want to show me a Fallen Empire ever again, I will be more than willing to accept that. I'm pretty sure we're going to find a Fallen Empire somewhat soon. Right, I don't think any of my sectors actually need energy, but you never know. Actually, you spent some, so... Nah. Might as well. We're just stockpiling it at this point. But it's good. We're gonna go down to 0 as soon as a war starts. Trust me, because you get less income due to the entire. You know, you're at war now. It's people are not exactly happy about that. They're kind of busy fighting, so you get less income, and I'm gonna have to mobilize our entire fleet. So that does somewhat. It does somewhat influence our income, I would say. Still 13.2k, it's not a lot at all, really. I mean, considering we redesigned our ships and added some... You know, some modules that they didn't have, really not that much. Oh well. They do have a much larger warp engine now, so... Should make the entire maneuvering and chasing enemies part a little bit easier on me. Let's see. 15 war score. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to declare war on the Galactic Mythspell Union. Even though, between me and you, I would really like an opportunity to build more ships prior to doing anything against them. Build an Apocalypse class, you know, a Nemesis class. Stockpile those up, you know, get to around 600, and then attack them. Form the third battle fleet, which can be called. Actually, it's not going to be called anything yet because we're still building it. But maybe like I don't know, battle fleet. What is this? Conmar? Sure, battle fleet Conmar English. Or something like that, yeah. But it's gonna take too long. So pays to be prepared, but it's also boring. Right, they do have allies as well. Osek. Where is it? Let's find it down here. We'll gladly take that from you. Next. Skinnick. I will take that as well. Well, I'll take it if I can find it on the list. There it is. Mirak. Let's call it Mirak. I will take that too. Seul. Not Seul. Seul with an S. Seul. Do we? Yeah, no, let's take Seul as well. Then, what's this? Eglaw. Eglaw, my god. It's not why you. I'm not laughing. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Trust me. Eglaw. It's because of Northern Lion, the YouTuber, colloquially known as Egglord. Eglaw. Aslund sounds very Viking. I think Captain Fox is going to enjoy that planet. Aslund, where is it? In fact, I'm going to make a general, call him Captain Fox, and put him on Aslund. Because it sounds particularly Norse to me. And that's it, I think. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that sounds about right. Now, we can't invite any attackers. That's all okay. Now, I am going to play around with this mod. This is going to do one episode like this to test it out. But I think, now of course none of this is confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure that I'll have to, how do I put this? I'll have to change the values a little bit. And yes, this does involve me modding the game for the first time in God knows how many years. So fingers crossed that all works out. But I think I'm gonna nerf the mod a little bit because it's 25 war score for like half their systems. Well, not half their systems, like a decent percentage, slightly under half their systems, like 40%, 35%, something like that. That's not entirely ideal. I would easily double this, maybe even triple. Triple it would be too much, but like double this. So have it 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 10. That I'm okay with, and I'm gonna go with that probably. So that's going to be done next episode, though, after this war. It doesn't make a difference immediately. It will in the future, so I'll do that. And why do I say it doesn't make a difference? I'm not going to end the war when I get to 25% war score. That's the entire idea behind don't abuse it just because you know it fits in well and it makes the series more interesting. Don't abuse it, and I fully intend not to. Before I forget, though, get the Adeptus Astartes ready. Get them in position. Sorry, what route are you going to take? No. Like so. Like so. Right, so let's see what you have defensively speaking. There's a wormhole. Oh, you're a wormhole nation. Okay. That, well, it's going to be interesting fighting you, no doubt about that. Is the fleet upgraded? Not yet. Very soon, though. Very soon. Let's see. Where next? Where to next? Right there. Mining station and research stations. Research station. Keep building stuff. You done? Soonish. Their battle fleet is nowhere to be found. I'm secretly hoping that they've lost their entire battle fleet, or that their entire battle fleet is somewhere up there, I don't know, fighting God knows what. Somehow doubt it, but one can hope. Can he not? Investigate tar aliens. Might as well. 1 month. Not that it's gonna bring me any benefits. You're done. There you go. That should keep you busy for a while. Now, Battlefleet Armageddon at 171%. Yeah, look, we found the, whatever. Whatever you pick from that, it really does not make that big of a difference. The my ground observation, useless at this point. Let's watch. God, this is, look at it from down here. Look at it. Just gonna remove the thing. Oh my God, I almost want to slow down time. Let's do it. Let's slow down time. Appreciate the gorgeous effects. I know every time I do this, the guy at Paradox that made these effects and the guy that the artists and everything, they're smiling because most people just don't pay attention to this. They just go, yeah, I'm fine. Zoom out and look at this screen. No. Appreciate this for a second. Yeah. Some artist, took his sweet time making this into a thing, and I am sure as hell intend to enjoy it. Beautiful. And the torpedoes going, look at the torpedoes, look at them. Yeah, that's very pretty. Brief but pretty. No serious damage, I presume? No? There we go.
Research complete.
In fact, let me double check that. We did lose a Corvette. Ah. Yeah. Oh, really? Well, about that. You lost a Corvette. Oh. Transgenic corpse. Absolutely. There's food technology in the Imperium, contrary to popular belief, is relatively advanced. They do use genetically modified crops. They do. But again, it depends on the planet. I mean, in certain planets, they seem to think that a steam engine is the absolute cutting, bleeding edge of technology, and getting that person into a spaceship is a little bit difficult. You understand? But
Construction complete.
you know, technology regarding food and rations and improving those definitely does not seem foreign to the Imperium. Now, what's this? Whoa! I messed with the wrong fools, didn't I? It's okay then. This is all fine. Because I have a glorious plan that will lead us into Dominion. Oh god. Run away. Run away. Run away. God, their ships look good. Their ships look really good. Mine are about to look dead. What the fuck is this? Do I know what you have? Can I take a look at what you have? Large Phaser Disruptor. Accuracy 80%, tracking 5%, range 80, average damage 9. Damage between 27 and 54 on the larger ones, between 12 and 26 on the medium ones. Do we literally cannot compare. What's the range on those things? You'd imagine it's close range weaponry, right? 60. What's the range on these things? 65. They're roughly the same. My god, that is horrible. Run the fuck away. I'm not... Look at that. Run the fuck away, mate.
Situation log updated.
Run the fuck away. That's a cruiser that's about to go boom. Yup, there we go. Boom. Boom. Run, man.
Construction complete.
Run. Fuck my life. Look at this. This is fucking glorious, first of all. This is fucking glorious, but I'm about to lose. Which is considerably less glorious. Run the fuck away before I start losing battleships.
Updated.
I do love how the missiles stay to do damage, yeah? That is quite something. Emergency FTL casualties. That's fine, that's fine. Where are you? Where are you? You better make it over here, for fuck's sake. Yeah, where are those, what are they called? Where are those battleships again? Nemesis class. That class. Start building all the others up as well. Gonna need that third battle fleet, people. Okay. Well then. Storage full. Don't worry, it'll be emptied as soon as we relocate our fleet. What's this? Sure, you can do it. Gigantic skeleton. I always thought that was an Attack on Titan reference, and not really, but you can see why, right? I like how they're being repaired even though we don't know where they are. It's like, we have no clue where they are, but we are repairing them. Uh-huh. Build some... You don't have a destroyer assembly yard, do you? No, you don't. Oh, sorry, cruiser assembly yard. Build one of those, and you don't have anything either, so tell you what, build those as well. Just get that fleet production, get that fleet production up. And we've relocated the battle fleet, and actually they're in the perfect spot, aren't they? They really are. You're heading over there, you're heading right next to them, and we're gonna sit tight.
Construction complete.
Also, we're gonna party because it's your birthday. It is so out of place that there is a little bit of comedy in it. We can't sell this one. We cannot. By the way, if any of you give me shit for retreating, I will be extremely displeased. Okay? The Imperial Navy never retreats, you heretic. I can already see it. Don't worry. We're all thinking it. Yes, they do. There are some highly questionable tactics that the Imperial Navy applies when defending its own territory. But I can talk about one of them at nauseum. One or two of them at nauseum. Namely, in case of an invasion by the Tyrannids. Shout out to Arch Warhammer for this information, once again. Yes, I get most of my lore stuff from him, and it's a little bit embarrassing at times, though mostly not. For example, as I'm sure you're aware, very, and I cannot say very quite enough to express this, few worlds in the Imperium of Man get the presence of a Imperial Navy. Sorry, of an Imperial battle fleet. The Imperial Navy, in most cases, well, not even in most cases, but if the world is particularly lucky, the Imperial Navy is present in the form of 1 or 2 cruisers. That is the best you can hope for. You know, unless you're Holy Terror or Acadia or whatever. So, that's the best you can hope for. Now, here's the thing. Oh, we're investigating over there. Huh. Interesting. Now, in case of an invasion, of course, the PDF forces and the Astra Militarum are not exactly ready to handle billions upon billions of bugs being almost suicidally sent into the surface of a planet. So what they do, what the Imperial Navy does specifically, on the ground it's an entirely different story, but what the Imperial Navy does is it engages the enemy at maximum range and keeps distance. Why? It's a good way of doing damage. The range of said Tyrannids is not particularly impressive in combat, though they do have some capabilities of striking out at their opponents, let's call it. But their range is not particularly impressive, and it's they're not even going to cause a dent in the fleet, or in the hive or whatever, that invades it, but it's a good way of doing damage without actually, losing anything. And if they were to, engage at close range, it would be a bloody massacre. They would, the cruisers would be melted away within literal minutes. So, they run away. Hit and run tactics, yeah? In fact, this is what the Imperium employs against Tyrannids and has employed against Tyrannids for a fairly long period of time. This is their tactic. And it's proven to be the most effective in the galaxy. Hit and run, yeah? It works. You harass them, they lose biomass, and you whittle them down. Now, how does this apply to Stellaris? Well, we just retreated. We did a hit and run, right? We're now going to retreat, and we're going to gather up our forces, we're going to repair our ships, we're going to get reinforcements sent to both navies, and we're good, yeah? So that is my idea at the very least. You have a destroyer assembly yard. You have a destroyer cruiser. You don't have a corvette assembly yard. You know what, let's build corvette assembly yards as well. Then... Ooh, then we have a problem with Sirius Prime, don't we? Yeah, we do. Screw the corvette assembly yard. Build a solar panel network. I can't believe I'm about to do this. Build a solar panel network. Then you can build a cruiser assembly yard. And you... Free minerals, no complaints. Absolutely. I have a very nice relationship with these drones. They continuously keep buffing my planet. I have no idea what I've done to make them do so and make them think I'm some sort of benevolent lord or whatever, but I'm not complaining. Sirius Secundus is going to make the corvettes, apparently. Which is entirely fine by me. Now, it's 23k. We have roughly 23k without this PDF force. There's going to be an extremely long and exhausting war, but that's kind of what we want, isn't it? So, that's fine, I suppose, right? Yeah. It's not like we're losing anything by staying at war. Well, we're losing a little bit of resources, but it's nothing too bad. Anyways, yes, we've started the war. It's not going as planned, but I have no doubt that we will emerge victorious at the end of it all. Actually, yes, I do have my doubts. I absolutely do have my doubts. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. The Emperor protects, and until next time, take care, and bye-bye.